Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is back on the basic chugging to do South Texas, baby. None of those back. You know this, it is. Real men roster, fake men roster, real roster, fake roster. Prep to breath, preacher, preach on. And welcome to the Back and Basic broadcast, back of the basic video game. Welcome to the Back and Basic broadcast, back of the basic. I mean, not broadcast, back of the basic video way. Welcome to the broadcast, back of the basic. Review of Unsung, even though we're going to talk about previous episodes that I didn't ever do when the series got started. So we're gonna do the of these other previous episodes of Unsung. It's gonna be 13 seasons of them. So I'm gonna do as much as I possibly can on Sunday. Stay tuned on that Sunday. But today we're gonna talk about the klymaxx. Man, we gotta talk about this group. Beautiful women, man. Five sisters and one white girl or something, unless she's mixed. I'm not for sure. Let's talk about this group, Amex. I watch it on Unsung. They were born in Los Angeles. It's here. Let's need to know about them. The klymaxx is a American all-female pop and R&B group from Los Angeles, California. The group was composed of all members Bresley Coop and Lynley and Porter Shenbon and Sherry Cooley and Robbins and Robin Gracie and something like that. Robin Robin Gramdeers, whatever the name, and Leonard and By and Jew Farrell and By, something like that. I can't pronounce their name. People got some names, man. So let's need to know about these ladies. They started off in 1979, and then there came a comeback in 1994. All the way they ended of a part of their careers in 2003. So they run a labels and Sorlit Records. If you don't never heard of Solid Records, it's this guy named Dick Gregory. Now there's conspiracy theory about Dick Gregory. He was born November the 16th, 1938, in Nashville, Tennessee, or aka they call it Cashville, even though he passed away September 24, 2010, age 71. He died when he was 71 years old, and basically died in Los Angeles. So he brought out these groups and booking for artists much as James Brown, Lita Franklin, John Gibson, Stevie Wonder, and the Jacksons. Yeah, but he run at a Solid Records, whatever you want to call it. So he brought these groups. He brought this group right here, klymaxx. So let's talk about them. Okay, they had songs like, I Miss You, and all the men pause. What they basically saying, all men are dogs. If they trying to say that. So anyway, even though this is a group, I don't know much about it, but I know I heard this name before. But I heard of that song, I Miss You. I heard of them though. I heard of them. So, and they got some good music. It got some good music about them. But it says here, klymaxx was created and formed in 1979 by Anirudh Cooper, producer and the drummer and the vocalist. The other original members, including Leonard Porter, Sharon By, lead vocalist, Sherry Cooley guitar, and Robert Garrison the keyboard, and Lennox and led by the keyboard, Jules the Fatal River by bass, vocalist, and producer. joining the group later before the recording of their debut album. The women developed the chord sound in rehearsal and continued with the coup become the group head figure. She was the head of the group. The the debut album never underestimate the never underestimate never underestimates never underestimates the power of a woman. Was released in 1981, and their second album was Girls Will Be Girls. However, their first album to achieve the natural recognize was the 1984 release Meet Me in the Ladies Room. I wasn't around when that song was about, but my mom and dad knew about it. Basically, my mom. Featured the 5 top U.S. Billboard R&B chart single, The Men All Pause, written by Cooper and Alvin, and the title track, the band self-produced I Miss You, penned by Lyrically and Everybody, become the band pop breaking through. That's when they breaking through to the world. Only that song. Every other song they don't know much about is I Miss You or Meet Me at the Ladies Room, basically. And Men Pause. Peeping at 5 on the Hot 100, critics mentioned that Alvin's voice was familiar to Jackson 5, so they compared it to Jackson 5. Basically, they compare it to Michael Jackson. They compare her singing to Michael Jackson. That's what I was trying to say. Not Jackson 5, but Michael Jackson. According to the music historian Scott Brown, Bradley Cooper wrote and produced much of the band's material, and subsequently began writing and producing for other artists from the mid-80s onward, including Cheryl Lennox and Selena Moore and Maria X and Menzel Rizella. She requestingly signed to MCA Records, also MCA Records as a solo artist, and released the 1990 album Drama. According to the Everable Coupe, featured collabo appeared from Tina Marie and Tina Marie and Booker Kin. The group disbanded in 1989. From some members released and formative albums. Following the breakup, there was a physical confront between Kudala and unauthorized using of the name because of this group, and trademark attempt for the name klymaxx, leading to a trademark tensions between Cherry and Kudala versus Brennan Cooper and Jules and Rimbamba, something like that. And klymaxx without the Coupe appeared again together in a 2003 episode of VH1 Band Reunited. The group officially reformed shortly afterwards, now being billed as klymaxx, featured Cooper, Britta of Cooper. They are officially touring across the United States. On June 25, 2019, the New York Times Magazine lists klymaxx along with hundreds of artists. Whole material was reportedly destroyed in the 2008 Universal fire. Damn, that's pretty bad. I think they said something about it. It destroyed the music that they are doing and they create and love. You know, it's pretty sad. Because I heard about this. It says here, in 2008, Universal Studio fire. On June the 1st, 2008, a fire break out on the back a lot of Universal Studio Hollywood, a music film studio and the former park in the on the in the South Fernando Valley, an area of Los Angeles County, California. The fire begins when a worker used a blow torch to warm additive sediment that are being added to a fuzzy fade. He left before checking that all spots have cooled, and a three-alarm fire broke out. 9 firemen and Los Angeles County sheriffs deputies still minor injuries. Ooh, boy. The fire was an extinguishable after 12 hours. Universal Pictures claimed that the fire destroyed a 3 acres, 1.2 half portrayal of the Universal back a lot, including the track King Kong Encounter and 400 to 5,000 achievement indicative of video and film copies. A 2019 New York Times magazine photo it added that the fire also destroyed 118 to 175 audio master tapes belongs to the Universal Music Group, UNG. That's what it means. Basically stands for Universal Music Group. This includes original recording but belongs to some of the best selling artists worldwide. UMG invited and despite of the story, but CEO Lucius Greenlid later confirmed that 3 has been a category of loss of musical achievements. That's pretty bad. They had to start all over because the music that they lost and created from these artists. That's pretty a shame. That's pretty a shame if you think about it. It's kind of sad right there. See, the biggest shows like Law and Order, The Office, Miami Vice, and I Love Lucy for ABC, and many of that more, and movies. King Kong, 363D, in the King Kong film, 2005. And the biggest artists in this group of the Universal Music Group, Bryan Adams, and you know by the Trail of the Dead. David Bugley Water and Buck Shirley Crow, Peter Fredericton, Timmy. They got some names. Where'd they get these names from? Jimmy Eden World. That's a name from a band. That's a name. Elton John. John, because I heard it. Jimmy East World. I heard of their music. I barely listen to their music like that. Michael McDonald, Nirvana, and Natalie Paul, REM, Slayer, Sonic Union, Soundgarden, the Surfer Liz, and Lizla Vega, White Zombie, and YNG. I mean and YNT. That's what it means. Not YNG. YNT. So it's sad they lost some of their music achievements they did and materials in the 2008 Universal Fire. That's in the movies and all that. So look at their album. Their album, Never Estimate the Power of a Woman, 1981. As a solo records. 1982, Girls Will Be Girls. That's in 1982 when their second album, and their first album, Never Estimate the Power of a Woman, in 1981, and their second album, Girls Will Be Girls, in 1982. 1983, Girls in the Band, 1983. 1984, meet me at the meeting at the ladies' room. Not meet me at the ladies' room. 1984, meet me. Excuse me. 1984, meet in the ladies' room. Meet in the ladies' room. Not meet me in the ladies' room. Meet in the ladies' room. In 1984, meet in the ladies' room. In 1985, klymaxx. The actual name of the band and name of the album. 1990, the Max is back. In 1994, One Day. You know, then they put out their greatest hits in 1996, MCA, and 20th Century Masters, the Millennial Collection, the best of klymaxx in 2003. They had songs like Never Estimate the Power of a Woman, I Will Love You Tonight, Broken Heart, I Am Much as a Mess in 1984, 1981, not 1984, 1981. 1982, Wild Girls, 1983, Most Purpose Girl, 1984, 1983, Multiple Purpose Girl, 1983, 1984, All the Men All Pauls, 1984. That's probably because I heard Corrupt and Roscoe and them and Nate Dogg, they had a song called Girls All Pauls. So they sampled that, even though they say Men All Pauls, theirs is Girls on Pauls. Meet in the Ladies' Room, 1984. 1985, Lock and Key, and I'm Missing You. All Men Are Pauls, re-release, 1986. Men Love, Men Love, in 1986, Men Sides Love, Men Sides Love. That's a title, Men Sides Love. Sexy, and I still say yes. Basically, marriage. I still say yes, or dating or whatever. 1987, Divas Need Love Too. Good Love and Private Party. 1990, Will You Kiss Me? And 1994, all I think about is you. So look at their albums like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They had 7 albums. The only biggest hit they ever did is I'm Missing You. But it's a shame that this group fell apart of dispute of the name, and also they lost of their material, of the music that they are sure that they cherish and endure that they have in their career. Only thing I can say about this group, man, God bless them. And I know they have grandchildren that talk about their music legacy and achieve of a next generation for many years on. I hope you enjoyed of this, because next we're going to talk about Boosie Collins on next Sunday. Stay tuned in for Unsung Reviews. All right? And back to basics. All right? And that's all I got to say. It's your boy Domination. This is Back to the Basic. Chugga Deuce out. Takes, baby. Until next time. All right? All right. Peace. I'm out. All right. Peace.